Hi everybody, this is Dom, aka Shells from the ProATC forums. You may know me from there, and today I want to show you how you manually enter a route into the FMS of the Majestic Dash-8. I'm still quite new to the plane, so this may be not the perfect flow, but it should be working. I'm using for this purpose here the same route as I used for the other tutorials. We are flying from Frankfurt to Berlin-Tegel now. Or at least we program it, we won't fly there. We will stay on the ground here, and it's just to show you how you would import your route and the SIDs and the star to the FMS. So I just loaded up the plane and activated external power, as you can see here on the left side and on the displays here. So, and that's more or less all I did. I activated the FMS and started the alignment. So first of all, we have our FMS here. Click on the flight plan, and there is the flight plan. So first of all, we will enter our original airport, which is EDDF in this case. Enter. The page comes up where the FMS asks if the correct waypoint or airport was recognized. Frankfurt Main, it was, so we accept it. The next waypoint, the SID exit here in this case, is TOBAK, so we will enter it too, directly in the flight plan. Page comes up to check, this is correct, we accept it. And now we will fly an airway, the November 858, to the waypoint of GALMA. So to enter an airway, you have to click on the list now. And there on the right side you can enter a VOR, an airway, NDBs, intersections and so on. So we will enter an airway here. So we click on the corresponding line select key, and it already recognized from where, from TOBAK. There it will show you all the airways TOBAK is connected to. These are three in this case. We want November 858, so we select 1 and enter it. Now we have to select the exit point where we want to leave the airway, which is GALMA in our case. So we have to search here for the waypoint of GALMA. Here it is, it's number 8, so we put 8 in there, enter it, and there we are. If you now look to the previous pages, we see it already entered all the waypoints in between TOBAK and GALMA on the airway, which is 1, full no airset, and so on. So after GALMA we will fly direct to BATEL, so we can enter BATEL directly in the flight plan view here. We enter it. There are 2 available, one north 52 degrees, the other one east 11, and the other waypoint north 24, east 89. This definitely is somewhere else. We need this BATEL. As in all the other FMCs, MCDUs, the next waypoint, so the one that is the nearest to you, will always be displayed on the first page, or it's sorted by the distance from you to the waypoint. So we'll accept this BATEL, this is fine here. Now we enter our destination, EDDT for Berlin-Tegel. There it is, Tegel, we accept it. So far so good. Now your route is already in the FMC. Now you still have to enter the SIDs and stars, so we will just assume we already did our pre-flight preparation, and clearance delivery gave us our SID. So how you enter the SID? You now go to the menu when you're in the flight plan, open the menu page, and there you can select departure. So we now go to departure and select first of all the runway we want to depart of. This is, or we must depart. This is 07 center in our case, so we cannot click here on the line select keys. We have to click on 1 to select 07 center. We enter it. Now all the relevant SIDs to the runway will show up, and we have to select again a number of the SID procedure here. We will depart via TOBAK 8 Delta, which is 23, so we enter 23 in here, enter it, TOBAK 8 Delta, and it's here. We won't fly a transition from this thing, but I think we have to enter it here to allow the FMS to calculate the route. We'll do it now when we 07 center. So we enter it again and we see that the departure procedure is in there. It's course 068 degrees until 800 feet. Then the directs to the DF 149, to the metro and to TOBAK. When we open our navigation display, we see here is the course already in there. So far so good. Now we could start up and fly. As our star is normally given by approach control somewhere during into the flight. We're not doing this now. We assume we already got clearance in the air and now we want to enter a star. As you're already assuming, you're doing it exactly the same as for the city departure. You open the menu in the flight plan, go to Arrive. So then you will see the runways that are available in Berlin-Tegel or wherever you put your destination airport to. So we will land 08 left in this case, so we will enter 1, and we assume that we got the clearance for the BATEL 6 Zulu arrival, so we select BATEL 6 Zulu. This is number 4 here, we enter number 4. There we have to enter the transition in this case, for which runway the star is valid. This is 1 here. So now a very important thing, we have to click on the approach line select key here. Somehow this is not activated automatically as I would assume it. If you don't fill it, nothing will happen as you don't have an approach in there, so you have to manually click on the right LSK here corresponding to this. I'm doing this video with the actual newest version, the one 007 that was released just on I think June the 10th 2013 or something. I would have assumed this is fixed, or this is intended to be this case, I don't know. Anyway, we'll open it and we see the arrivals. ILS 08 left, this is number 1. We will fly an ILS approach, enter it here. We will have no transition, so we can enter this anyway. Now everything is in your flight plan, and as you can see there is a lot of no links in there we have to clean up. So our route brings us to BATEL here, then to the Girit waypoint, and to the Lanum waypoint. And this is the descriptor for the beginning of the approach here, the I-08 left. This is in with little stars around it. So here's no link because we selected no transition. We have to delete this one. To delete it, we click once on the line to activate it. Then on the right side we click delete. Delete is blinking, we click it again and it's gone. So then we follow the route through. This is the beginning of the approach. Then we have the waypoint Ligba, the outer marker 08 left, the runway 08 left, so we should be on the ground now. After the runway, there again is no link, which is fine so far. This is for the missed approach procedure. There is always a link between the approach and the missed approach procedure. This is okay. The plane should fly it anyway if you have a missed approach. Then you check the missed approach. If the procedure is correct, you end up at Lanum. Then again, no link because you will be vectored anyway from there. So this is fine, fine too. We can leave it in there, and we now have a complete route. So let's see if I can manage to click through the route. If we click on the format button and decrease the range a little, we should be able to step through here. I'll try this one. So we go into Metro. Next one is TOBAK, Swalm to the northeast. Still to northeast, Metro body to GALMA, and a sharp left turn to the north to BATEL, which we are not seeing here. I think we have to change the resolution a little bit. This one, yeah, we're still not seeing it. Anyway, BATEL is in there. Then we are going to the east to Girit, Lanum. Here the approach starts, as you can see. Increase a little bit again. Go to the next page. Ligba. Here is the destination airport, the outer marker, and the runway. That's fine so far, and yeah, we're good. So we could now fly this. We have our complete road in there. So far so good. The another thing I want to tell you about is the VNAV mode in the Majestic. I just found out that this is a little bit different to all the other planes I used to fly, so I just want to tell you a short thing about the VNAV function here. If you go to the VNAV, you see your present position and the 2. It will here always show you the next waypoint with any restrictions. So if you want to plan your descent, your en route, you will have select the 2. Then all the waypoints in your route show up. And if you have to know that the first restriction you have to fulfill maybe Lanum here, which is until 15. And you see above 10,000. So if Lanum would be the next restriction you have to fulfill while you're en route, you could click through here. This would be activated. You could enter. This would be activated. You could enter again, and then it would create a type of descent. It's difficult to show while you're not en route, but you will know what I'm saying if you see it. The most important thing is that you have to select the first waypoint with restriction. You can go to your flight plan and see that here's nothing in there. It won't be anything in there while you're en route. There is only restrictions shown. So the first restriction is Lanum 10,000 or below. When you're above 10,000 feet, you will be able to select Lanum in the VNAV PATH page here, and then you will be able to select it as target for the vertical profile. This will work. The plan will show you then the type of descent point you can follow. Another thing, just shortly, is that the Dash-8 doesn't have real auto throttle, so you have to watch your speed. If you go into descent and forget to get back or pull back the throttles, you will be in an overspeed condition very fast. So this is another short tip. And additionally, in the end, the next tip is about ProATC and the Majestic, as the Majestic guys have very closed FDE to communicate with their plane, and add-on software cannot interfere like normally with SimConnect. There's one issue: if you use ProATC with it, you can't just switch to comms and get clearance delivery. The first thing you do is to manually enter the clearance delivery frequency. After you enter it once, ProATC is able to change it. You just don't see it here, so we just activate the nothing here. Wait a second, go to FMS, because it's a little bit easier to tune it via the FMS than it is via here. Open the FMS again and go to tune. You see already COM 1 is active here. We tune ATIS for a moment, which is 1118.020. You're already seeing ATIS is crawling here. I just loaded ProATC up in the background before I started the video to show you that it's working. So if your ATIS is crawling, you're fine. You want to contact clearance delivery, you just enter the clearance frequency, which you see, which you will see in the moving map of ProATC on the right side, or you just take a look at the databases, which is the clearance frequency, or you look on the charts, which is the clearance frequency. You will find it. Theoretically, we should now hear
information going up to the 1050. Expect aeronautical runway 325, runway near 32, transition level 70. Wind 31010 knots, visibility 10 kilometers. Cloud view at 1500, view at 2000 feet 3D, broken at 7000 feet. Temperature 16.13. QNH 1009. No signal wind change. Information going out. Current information going up to the time 1050.
Clearance delivery, Air Berlin 8681. With information India, request clearance.
Air Berlin 8681. Information
This is when we are able to contact clearance delivery. Clearance delivery is answering us. We just got another different sits and different settings than I showed in the video for sure, but I just want to show that it's basically working. So as soon as it's run through, I'll request startup and pushback.
Transponder 0465.
So you see it's working basically.
Roger, Air Berlin 8681.
So
Clearance delivery, Air Berlin 8681. Request startup and pushback.
Air Berlin 8681. Startup approved. Contact ground on 121.8.
Startup and push approved. Ground control on 121.8. Air Berlin 8681. 824, contact for taxi. Almost 823, taxi slowly please. There is an Airbus 300 coming up from the Delta ramp, left to right, number 2 behind that. Ground control, Air Berlin 8681, request taxi.
Air Berlin 8681, taxi via November 1.
As you can see, we can switch frequencies. The frequency is or the services are answering us. We just don't see the frequencies change in the com. And we don't see in the FMS and we don't see it here in the navigation panel. So you don't see which frequency are you on, but it's working. So this is not too bad for the fact that it's a very closed system here. That's definitely okay so far. So I'm absolutely happy with that. And yeah, I would say thanks for watching. Very welcome. So if you feel you have to comment just do it. And if you have further questions or if you think I can do anything else for you, just let me know. So thank you very much and goodbye.
Hello, German 366, request taxi. 366, stop. Taxi slowly on Mike Orange, hold short of Alpha 7. German 366, slowly on Mike Orange and hold short Alpha 7. X780 Papa, first high speed turn off to the left, Alpha 3 and Echo. Alpha 3 and Echo, excellent, Echo Papa.